Dr. Elmer, Advanced Neurospinal Solutions, and we're talking about autoimmune, and we're talking about the 3 steps. And one of the things that makes this the probably most difficult thing I do in this office is that the tendency is to want to race through it. The tendency is to want to also listen to people who frankly don't know anything about it. Listening to their doctors, other healthcare providers, friends, neighbors, voices in their head. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. This process is very unique, and it's incredibly individual to that individual. And so it's a little bit of a wrestling match sometimes to help the patient walk their way through each of the steps. And so I'm pretty vigilant on making sure that each of the steps is taken one step at a time and the goals are met. The first step, we're going to take care of the T regulators, and we're using the vitamin D to get through that step. Once we know the level of vitamin D that the patient needs, and we know how it makes them feel better and good, then we can move on to phase 2, where we're going to differentiate, is it a high TH1 or a high TH2, so that we can find out the low side in that. And we are not going to stop until we know, without a shadow of a doubt, in 4 directions. Make it worse, make it better, make it better, make it worse. Then we're ready to move on to phase 3. And phase 3 is where we've figured out which kind of problem it is, TH1, TH2, whichever, and we give a list, and we're going to go through that list individually, each one of those botanicals, like we did with vitamin D, and we're going to find out the level that is the most helpful, and what was the good thing that I felt. And we never know what that is. We're stepping into the dark here and figuring it out. And so then we do each one of those, and at the end we look at what were the really good things, and the patient selects the good feelings, the good experience, the good changes that he wants to keep, and then we'll do a cocktail and see if it works as a cocktail and gets 100% of all those values. And if that doesn't work, then we separate them and take them at different times and see if we can get 100% of all the values. Once we figured that out, that's the end of phase 3, and that the vitamin D and the cocktail, however it came out, that's what they do every day for the rest of their life to stop their autoimmune. Did I say that means it was fixed? No, I did not. That person's going to have to do that every day for the rest of their life, but they can stop the autoimmune. Hopefully that brings some clarity, because it's a very difficult process, but it's well worth it. If you ever want to get a testimonial from one of our patients who stopped her autoimmune, it was life-altering for her. And that. So if you have any other questions about it, please let us know. I'm happy to do another video, and we're here when you're ready to take your life back.